Have you ever looked at a modern car dashboard and realized that you are basically driving a 4,000-pound smartphone? Those old-school dials and buttons have been replaced by a massive, high-definition computer screen. This is the car's digital heart, a single hub where your navigation, your music, and your vehicle settings all live together. It's designed to be your command center for the entire trip. But think about the pressure we put on that screen. It calculates a complex GPS route, streams a high-quality podcast, and monitors your engine health, all while waiting for you to receive a phone call. The real challenge is making sure the whole thing doesn't crash when it gets overwhelmed. What happens to your navigation map if a group text suddenly floods the system with notifications right as you're approaching a difficult turn? That stability is the result of thousands of hours of hidden work. An infotainment tester is the person who finds the cracks in that digital system before the car ever leaves the factory. This isn't a typical desk job. Instead of a cubicle, these testers often spend their day in high-tech simulators or sitting in the driver's seat of top-secret prototype cars that aren't even on the road yet. They start with manual testing. This is essentially a professional game of try to break it. The tester acts like an unpredictable driver, pushing buttons and swiping screens in ways the designers might not expect. For instance, a tester might plug their phone in for a wired connection, while simultaneously trying to connect a tablet via Bluetooth, just to see which device the car's computer chooses to listen to first. Two wireless signals fight for the same spot. One is a dedicated music lane for high-quality audio. When this lane and a phone connection merge simultaneously, the software gets confused. If the signals clash, the music cuts out, or the dashboard screen freezes completely. When a tester catches a glitch like this, they document everything. They record the screen, note exactly what buttons they pressed, and extract the background computer logs to see the code's internal thoughts during the crash. By putting details into a tracking tool like Jira, they turn a random error into a solvable puzzle for engineers to fix. Manual testing is perfect for finding creative glitches, but humans have limits. You can't ask a person to pair and unpair their phone 10,000 times to see if the system eventually slows down. That's why testers use automation. They program scripts, essentially sets of digital instructions, to perform those boring, repetitive tasks over and over again. Using specialized tools like Canu, testers speak the car's complex internal language. This allows them to send thousands of simulated commands every minute, acting like an invisible, robotic finger. These automated scripts run all night, checking screen responsiveness after days of continuous use. A common test is to force the system to sync a massive contact list 1,000 times in a row. This checks for memory leaks, where the car's computer slowly runs out of space to think and eventually crashes. By letting the robots handle the repetitive stress, human testers are free to focus on the most complex problems, the strange 1 in a million errors that require a human's intuition to find. When you see a family driving down the highway, using their maps and music without a second thought, you're seeing the result of all that testing. A reliable dashboard is a core safety feature. It allows the driver to get the information they need, like their next turn or a phone call from home, without the technology becoming a dangerous distraction. Think about it. If a screen lags for just 3 seconds while you're trying to adjust the volume, that is 3 seconds your eyes aren't on the road. At highway speeds, that's long enough to travel the length of a football field while essentially driving blind. There is also the invisible side of safety, cybersecurity. Testers probe the car's Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connections to make sure they are locked tight. They act as a digital shield, ensuring that an outside hacker can't use the entertainment system as a backdoor to reach the car's steering or brakes. This career attracts people who are naturally curious and love solving puzzles. It requires a hacker mindset, someone who wants to understand exactly how a system works so they can make it impossible to break. As cars become software-defined vehicles, the demand for these specialists is skyrocketing. Every new feature on your dashboard needs a detective to verify it's ready for the real world. In the end, the infotainment tester ensures that the car of the future remains a high-tech marvel, keeping us connected and entertained without ever taking our focus off the road.